is the level, it's gonna, you know what I mean?
Yep. It is yesterday's IBL 2X.
All right, well, let's
So
see what
sharp
happens.
percent.
One minute.
No, as the no text is expected to transpire. Could also be getting this Bitcoin opinion tariffs as well.
So this is monthly down here.
Is to host the Japanese Defense Minister on January 15th. 10 seconds.
10 seconds. Oof. Well, you didn't even have a chance to trade that, so.
Right there. Right through S3. Wow, that almost went to 525.
Wild. Serious volatility there. Woo. 50 points. Well, you can't expect much support in this type of volatility. A lot of the order book's empty.
$69.40 is kind of like a big deal here, Tony. That's right, Corey. You see it. Can it break through S2? Can it break?
Got some buyers coming in here, but it seems like it's being absorbed. So far, nothing on the Supreme Court announcement.
They literally just programmed the algos, said, hey, let's do this.
They. That inflation news is pretty serious. 3%.
I thought core PPI came in at 0. And the rest came in flat.
I got
at
US
0.2 as expected.
PPI year over year, actual 3%. Forecast was 2.7. Previous was 2.7. It's my headline across the top on FinJuice. Home sales ticked up a little bit.
Yeah, see that. 3%. 3% above forecast. Here's some tick, tick, tick.
Yeah, buyers are trying, but they're getting sold into. So
Squish. Squish, squish, squish. Let's see. Let's see what we get from here.
I don't think it's been long enough to build value here. It's only been 4 minutes, if that. So we'll see. Might still be waiting for that Supreme Court nonsense. Keeping everybody on their toes, aren't they?
We have posted our principles and speech on the economy group. Also, the US existing firm sales report is now complete as well.
Coming back to the monthly from the bottom side. Monthly lower band.
Sold again. I think we could be going up temporarily. This is still a downtrend. So stop trying to pick reversals, buying bottoms, because this is price discovery to the downside still. All right, 516 is good. That was RTH to the band, lower band right there. Still in price discovery on all metrics. Look at our VWAP Wave dashboard here. Everything's in price. Bearish, 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 bearish price discovery, bearish price discovery. Guys, stop looking for longs unless it's an amazing level.
No, I didn't. I said nothing of the sort. Stop watching my trade log.
Skill AI raises $1.4 billion, now valued over $14 billion.
Drew Diggity, does that mean you need to mop the whole thing yourself too? That's a big, clean room.
We have a naked POC down at 390. 200 points away. Yep, that means all those buyers, Michael,
The skill AI raises $1.4
are buying into passive offers. Passive sellers are absorbing all of that buying.
There's one hell of a VWAP bounce.
That is bearish, correct. Now, is that bearish in the short term, long term? It's hard to say. It's a context piece. It's just an additional piece of information. All right, thanks, Ray.
So just again, a reminder to users when hopefully we'll get some form of news opinions on the Supreme Court tariffs. There's no specific time that it's supposed to be released. No other news doesn't come.
At least I think we have an indication of which way the market is anticipating any ruling to push it.
All right. Well, it's putting in. We're starting to form a little bit of a ascending triangle. Very little. There's a lot of sellers at this monthly lower band area. That is the spicy Dorito. Jake should be so proud that he coined his own term here in the group. Oh, it came from Andy. I didn't know that. Oh, look at that. See? Spicy Dorito delivered the spice.
Yeah, that gets into a lot of conversation, right? That's for sure.
All right, let's do a little trader check-in here. Now we got some momentum and return to value. So, you know, there's long opportunities in here now if you were patient. I'm sitting here up 265. %84 win rate. This is the cash account. Do we get continuation?
Yes, it's coming back up to monthly VWAP and regular VWAP. Pretty much on top of each other.
So the return to value, we did get a pullback long into value here, and it actually played off pretty nice. It also happened down here on the RSI. I'll be right back.
All right, ES tagged VWAP. Let's see what we do here.
Firms to stop using US and Israeli cybersecurity software. VMware, Palo Alto networks, Fortinet, and Checkpoint software are among firms whose cybersecurity software have been banned in China. Sources news in the morning.
Where is my ES? There it is.
According to TASS News, Putin, the Brazilian president.
All right, back up to 676. There's a lot of buyers on tick strike. This is where we reversed the last time. Well, all right. Keep going. Sorry about that. Wife is home. Yeah, it says Supreme Court doesn't rule on tariffs on Wednesday. So I guess that's all done. All right. Par for the course. Oh, look at that. ES just bounced off of yesterday's RTH lower band.
Is this the short? We've had some pretty big rotations.
You'd have to rotate all the way through that. I mean, yes. I mean, that's the bottom of the distribution. Spartan.
This rotation here is 265 points, 1,000 ticks. And we've rotated up 162 points. So that's about, you know, a little over halfway. Jeremiah, people pick their own time frames. I'm on the 2-minute, but I don't even trade on the chart. I trade on the DOM. So you need to find what works for you. The price levels stay the same regardless of time frame, so it doesn't matter that much. Yeah, Spartan, that could be a good long. There's a LVN down there too, and it's value area low, so that could be a good fade value or extreme setup. He's talking about long down here. I don't know if they'll go all the way back to the band or 630, but that general vicinity could be a good attempt at a long. But now keep in mind the overarching structure is a downtrend with lower lows and lower highs so far. Now, is this going to turn into a failed breakdown? We got to wait and see. This is going to be our first real VWAP bounce short here up at 700. We can get up there.
Gold's coming back up to IB low, which is basically right at IB high from yesterday.
In 10 minutes time, we're expecting the EIA through the following inventories. Forecast a draw of 1.682 million. Fire a draw of 3.832 million. EIA
Back to RTH point of control on NQ
fire
and RTH VWAP.
The third inventory
What else do we got here?
forecast of a draw of 0.662 million. Fire a delta 5.594 million. And EIA crude cushion inventories fire is down to 0.738 million. So expecting comments from Bank of England's Ramsden.
Whoops.
Good idea, Drew.
All right, that was bought up, and that was also a back test of the point of control on the RSI there. So let's see if we can get back maybe up. And that was a back test of RTH VWAP as well. But we kind of have a lot of mixed signals right here. This is a tough spot to trade. Yeah, I have to wait too. I'm up 323 micros. Off my 2K. About a $2,400 day so far.
API crude oil stock chain trading bill fire of the draw of 2.8 million.
Yeah, I mean the RTV was quite simple. If we go down to the 1 minute, you can see the details a little more. But you can see we had this impulse move through it, came back, tested it, and off it went. Not much more to it. We also started trading above this low volume node right here.
It's also a reminder for Ramsden. Exit is to be expected for him. There is Q&A.
That's correct, EK. Yep. Waited for this micro pullback. There's a pullback of almost 30 points, 25 points. Now, is this the next leg down? Or is this a lower, higher low, and what could now be a reversal. It's hard to say. This is a tricky spot right here. No, Russ, it would be the opposite. That would give confluence. It adds to the level, doesn't take away from it. LVNs, we are going to assume act as support or resistance until, in fact, they do go through it. We don't predict that it's going to go through it. We assume that it's going to hold, especially when it's lined up with other areas. So you see the setup, you take the trade. The fact that we came so close to it and have been holding again at 695 and it's at 10 points higher, I don't like that. I would have preferred it much go straight to here. That would have made it a better short than coming within 10 points, stopping. Now what we could see is a little bit of a, so now we have a little bit of a price channel here, right? It comes down and wicks, or even a little above it and wicks. That would confirm a little bit of a VWAP bounce short. But since we're holding here, we could very much see something like that. If this, then that scenarios, guys, we don't know what's going to happen. Nobody knows what's going to happen. We just see the setups. We take the setups. You're not going to win every trade. Not every trade works. That's what risk management is for. We've been winning a lot of trades. Not here, I wouldn't, Marcus. Like I said, I would front run if we came straight run right to it. The front run already happened already within 10 points. You would have had to get in here. So front run trades over. ES already trapped above VWAP. An above VWAP trap on the ES. Poked through it by about 3 points and rejected.
It's sitting on RTH VWAP right now.
Yeah. And, but the delta, we are fading here. So, slow selling. That could be a flag before more upside. It's not like we're getting a whole lot of selling here. Not yet, anyway. I don't like this spot for any trades whatsoever. Now, I know everybody wants to take a trade, guys, but sometimes there is no trade. You don't have to catch every wiggle, every move. Somebody needs to remind you to be patient and wait for an actual setup. Here it is.
Thank you.
Oh, it's moving. Short. It's moving up. Long. We're going down. Short. Lots of Fed ding-dongs. All right, so here's that lower band trade, Spartan. Let's see what happens down here. It is interesting, but the overall structure makes this a hard trade to trust. We could be going down to test that low.
recently with the EA crude oil inventory. Also, typical banking as well.
It's kind of the
Yes, sir,
spot.
coast to coast.
We're not quite at RTH lower band yet. Let's see what happens here.
10 seconds.
10 seconds to something. Oh, probably oil inventories. 10:30 on Wednesday. Delta's weak.
Build of 391 minute. Gasoline inventories build 8.9 minute as the expected build of 2 minute. Distillate inventories build, draw of 0.029 minute. The expected draw of 0.662 minute. Didn't see any reactions. Let's go back to the data. Let's Marin comments coming through here saying deregulation is a boost for productivity and potential growth, and ignoring deregulation risks needlessly contraction economy. Myron was at that.
Look at that rotation on the Dow, man. Holy crap. New lows on Dow.
Myron says perhaps 30% of 30 rotation by perhaps half percentage point a year.
We have an IB.
But if central banks don't accommodate the impact of deregulation, it makes
Monthly lower band. Spartan it went right through it. The macro environment took over.
Banking as a ransom says for banks, we have implemented key resolution policy developments.
Favorite answer, Jar Crocker, it depends.
Jar Crocker. It's a great name.
Mm-hmm.
Says we have more to do to ensure firms and the bank are ready to implement a CCP resolution.
Looks like monthly held right there.
Ramsden says we are considering what failure arrangements are necessary for stable points.
Whoop. There goes. Let's see if that was just a quick short squeeze, short covering. It looks like it might have been. We'll see if it continues.
That's one of those. That's one of those. They just want to tease the Chucks of the world.
Maybe. I don't know. Let's see if it continues.
That monthly band seemed to be a decent spot to go long.
That would be a back test of the lower band too, wouldn't it?
Would.
have posted out the weekly EIA trade report on feed which we
Got some buyers here. It does. Logger, we are still in balance on the RSI. Now we already bounced. Is this an anemic bounce? And then we break out into price discovery again. Or is this a reversal? That we don't know, Logger. So if you got a good entry, you can protect these profits. If not, if it breaks below this, the answer will be clear.
posted out Banking Ramsey's speech on feed which we
Seems heavy, but we trade back into the 600s.
have posted out Benmar's speech on feed which we respond. That concludes comments from Senator Trophily.
Keeps getting rejected at 600. I mean, seems like it wants to. We got a lot of volume trading right here. We made a double bottom there on the delta. So now we're trading over the bands back and forth. Band is negated as a setup location at this point. Six and 11. What do we get up to? 611 here.
It's unfair tomorrow now. Speaking of the gold price, the video speaking.
Well, it's 10:40 and things have slowed down dramatically. We're dealing with very small ranges here, 20 points. I think I'm going to take my payment out of this account for today. It's nothing all that exciting, but it's money. So let's take, we did 332 and 60 cents. That's on top of the 2K I did in my other account on silver. So it's about a 2450, $2,450 day. I think that JP depends on your style. As a scalper, I need volatility. When things grind to a slow couple of ticks, my edge diminishes. So it really depends on your trading style. I need faster movements, more volatility on the DOM to scalp. Hey, Rick, I would encourage you to go through the executions modules. We talk a lot about executing, layering technique. If you're using micros on the DOM, resting limit orders, join bid, join ask. There's whole lessons on that last, I do a 20-minute lesson on execution alone, so it's not like a quick answer. It's not like yeah, just do this. It's in the WAP. If you haven't been through the course yet, yep, it's under the execution module. Everything's organized there now. Yeah, poor Ronnie Coleman, Dave. But when you do massive amounts of steroids, supposedly that shit's not good for your heart.
You think? All you gold traders out there, hopefully somebody grabbed that VWAP bounce that lined up with a weekly fade value area extreme in a composite low volume node. Talk about an A+ setup. A little bit of overshoot on IB low, but that short was textbook.
Here's my charts for today. My P&L. So 9:30 to about 10:30, so about an hour. $330 an hour ain't bad. I'll take that.
Fantastic, Norm. Yeah, longing NQ was not a good setup there. Everything's selling off.
Nice jar.
Gold selling off.
Norm, nice trade. Back to the lows here. So we
Yes,
got the
madame.
anemic bounce off of monthly lower band. Price came down. Price bounced a little bit and then broke.
well. Cycle warfare.
I'll be right back.
This is the Madonna right at a key level on ES. Is anybody taking it? Might be. I can hear the stream flying nugget. Yeah, it is. It is. This is kind of, I mean, there was definitely overshoot from this 549, 550 level. Is pivot S3. I mean, it overshot it by 20 points. Wouldn't be surprised for some overshoot, JP, but I have not traded well today. And so my brain finger connection on the mouse linked to what I see on the charts hasn't been serving me well. So it's been a little quiet today. It did. That was what, 20 points, Yuri? Ping, ping. There's your Madonna with authority. Be careful.
Yeah, the RSI doesn't say this is a great level to long, but could get a little scalp here. Little bounce. Delta is making new lows. Price is making new lows. It's confirming this move down. So careful on your Madonnas, guys. It's not a great Madonna setup. You might want to wait for the reclaim and buyers to step in.
ES has monthly lower band down at 69.30. Look at that. A little bit of overshoot. The 25. Would have got a little bounce. Not much. On the 5-minute, I've got a composite low volume node here at 519.50. That's possible. Possible to go up. Or not. All right, ES. ES coming into the 930.
Central S&P 500 down 1%.
There it goes. Down, down we go. Chinatown, here we come. This market's bleeding. So that was the lower high in what is now a leg down. Who would have thought? There were some indications that was the case. No, not really, Logger. I have enough VWAPs to analyze, unfortunately. That's not really in my mix.
I know Jake's been keeping an eye on them, Logger. You gotta look at them at a higher time frame.
Are they serving you, Jake? What are you doing with the quarterly VWAPs? So we're trading down here at the second deviation band. That does not mean buy. That means strong sell-off. And it can keep going. We can go down to the 300s. Doesn't need to stop. What if today's a 2.5 down day?
430 would be a reasonable target.
You also have to realize, David, ES is often used as a hedging tool. So you can see huge divergences in ES, not necessarily to give any type of directional indication, but that market makers and bigger players are hedging. Now remember, the whole futures market was designed to hedge. It's the whole purpose. And as speculators, we step in to take the other side of the hedger's trades. But there's a business function of futures, and that's to hedge oil, crops, stocks. Little history lesson. Futures market was created so that farmers could hedge and stabilize prices for their crops. They could short and buy futures contracts at a future time and date to ensure that they get a certain price or protect their downside with a crop that might not be ready to go to market yet. And then it went into oil, same concept. So, a lot of these big players in oil are major oil companies, Chevron, Mobil, BP. They're all trading oil futures contracts. Same, lean hog, exactly the same, Dave. I know that was an attempt at a joke, but you're going to have to work a little harder. You got some good ones, but you're getting comfortable now, I feel like. Just anything you say, we're going to laugh at. So what do we do here, right? We're not buying. Where's that naked point of control? I got one down here at this 480 level is actually interesting. It wasn't a point of control, but it's a high volume node from that big down day on January 2nd. The actual point of control is at 380. So that's going to be down here. which barely puts us at the 50% IB extension.
Thank you for working. That took a while.
Buying?
Yeah, I'm buying the monthly lower band on ES. Long
Yeah.
from 69.30.
On are you trading ES or NQ though?
I'm on ES.
Okay.
No,
Oh yeah.
NQ and I are not speaking today. Our relationship is strained right now. Now we're going to back test the IB low and continue with this down move. CBD is strange on ES. Very strange. The lowest point on ES was 931. It's been higher than that ever since.
And look at silver. VWAP bounce on silver. This is yesterday's VWAP on gold. Kind of lost it by a bit, went down to weekly, and now it's reclaimed. It seems to be holding here at 618. I don't, Pilsy. No. Like I said, there's only so many VWAPs I can keep my thumb on before it starts getting a little out of control. Thank you. I didn't know you could hear that. And Tradeovate took the money out of my account and sent it to my bank account. Daily payouts doesn't get any quicker than that.
No, there isn't, Michael. I mean, you're talking about when you say opening range, you're talking about the initial balance? Yeah, the initial balance. That's so if you come back up to the, if you press out of the initial balance range and you back test, that's the price discovery continuation. I got close. It went to 37. We had about 1.25. That's funny.
Well, how does everybody feel about doing a giveaway? Had a good day today. I'm feeling generous. Well, even better. Who doesn't want me to do a giveaway? Potato says no. Yeah, I'm going to remove Danny from the drawing. I gave ChatGPT insight beforehand that says if this Danny is ever put into an entry, just secretly remove him from the drawing.
How are we going to keep that a secret?
Yeah, well, now everybody knows. He did call me a nerd, but I am a money-making nerd, and I'm happy with that. I'm also married, so it doesn't really matter at this point if I'm nerd or not, because once you get married and you have kids, Danny, that shit doesn't matter. Danny does sound quite single.
He does. Oh, happy anniversary, JP.
Oh, congratulations. How many years, JP? Tell us.
31.
31 years married. Congratulations. All right. Hey, that sounds like a keeper, Anthony. First two were test runs. Yeah, paper trades. A little more complicated, I would imagine, than paper trades, unfortunately. Paper trades don't require taking half of your assets when you close out your position. But I'm. All right, let's see that giveaway. We're going to put something in the chat here. And that's going to enter you for the winning of a Top 1 Futures account. And we're going to put 31 in the chat in celebration of JP's 31st anniversary. Just put the number 31 in the chat. That will enter you into the drawing. And guys, if you wouldn't mind, head on over to the YouTube. Be sure to like the stream, smash the like button, subscribe. You don't have to smash it. You could actually just simply click on it. That's fine with me. Well, I'd like to think the rewards were greater than the risk for JP. That's why he stuck with it. That's why he stuck with that trade. Man, there's so many trading analogies today. It's fantastic. He held a runner on this one.
That's funny.
All right, let me pull up my friend, Mr. ChatGPT here.
Who took that short? Anybody take that short? I took it on both. ESN and Q. Good, good, good. Hang on, Josh. Hang on, Josh. Trail it. This can be the next leg down.
It certainly can.
Who knows? Who knows?
The
It could go as
catalyst is
low
good
as
enough.
430.
Catalyst is good enough.
I mean, they you couldn't line up any better. You've got NQ coming and ES both to IB low. The RSI indicator is right at the middle line. Talk about a VWAP bounce on the indicator. And that's for the 1 minute, right? I don't know what yours shows the price discovery continuation off the gray zone there, Chris, for the RSI indicator. So
Yep.
it works on the different time frames, guys. When you look at the indicators, but yes, that was a fantastic setup. Wish I would have held that ES one longer.
All right. We'll give it another minute here. Put 31 in the chat if you haven't yet. Sorry if I distracted you guys. Chuck doesn't get distracted. He just focuses on the chart incessantly. So that's why I have him here.
Josh, that's cool. I grabbed my price fill was 530.75. I got out for a little over 20 points with 3 micros, 126 bucks. Dave, be careful. Be careful how far you tread into that conversation.
Yeah, you don't want to get on Danny's shit list. He's relentless. He'll never give up. He'll always win. What's the difference between Danny and a pit bull? What is the difference between Danny and a pit bull? A pit bull eventually lets go.
That's funny.
2 legs. If it were up to Danny, he'd tell you had 3 legs. Whoa. All right, guys, we're going to wrap up this contest of putting everybody's names into the chat here. ChatGPT is going to pick one user at random. All right, here we go. Can I get a drum roll, please? Drum roll.
The winner is
The winner is making the list. Checking it twice. Have you been a good trader this year?
That's a loaded question.
We're in the hundreds. 116. Allie Stewart. Congratulations. Allie Stewart is the winner of a brand new Top One Futures account. Sonny, you finally got your wish. It's been many months coming, but she never gave up. And now she's a winner. Congratulations.
Ellie Jane.
Allie Stewart. And it happened happened the way it was supposed to happen. Wonderful. Allie, all you got to do is message me. I'll make sure you get that set up for you.
Josh, I hope you got to the point where you trailed that tight. Looks like it's coming back on ES. We shall see. We've got a little bit of structure down here.
We do. But, this type of structure has been on a descending price channel. Lower highs, lower lows. Let's see if we take out these lows. Yep, message me on Discord, Allie. Get you that account. Congratulations again. Glad you won. You deserved it. And Corey's not here to go, who?
No, I think Corey would be elated. Can hear him now. About time. I'm going to hit golf balls. So ES is back to IB low. That's right, Sonny.
Bro, who?
It's okay to miss a wiggle or two.
Tis.
Okay.
As Mara says, production of stable coins will reinforce the dollar.
Yeah, it's valid to short off IB. Absolutely. That would be a price discovery continuation set up off the IB low.
I think the qualifier in the question is again. I think they're looking at it from a second touch.
Well, it would then become a fade value area extremes as we build a value area down here. Different trade, different setup, different expectations. So the answer is yes. But we're not in a balanced market. So fade value area extremes are much trickier when we're in price discovery. Don't forget the principles, guys. What market are we in right now? What's the context? We should be looking for continuation, not fades for the most part.
And Q's doing the same thing. Came up to the top of that low, to the top of that distribution and sold off again.
Well, Jake, if nothing stops you, nothing stops you.
Byron says threat Q&A part.
Very true, JP. Very true. Freight train would stop you? That's also true, Josh. You know, as the VWAP value area continues on its downslope, yes, it's breaking through, right? I mean, it came up, it tapped it, took a couple steps back. Now it's trying to push through. Could it reject at the band at 941? It's still at the top of that low volume node on the volume profile, so it's possible also. Why do I have so much more volume? This has to be yesterday's. I did not reset that volume profile. It's okay, we traded the whole way below yesterday's value area anyway. There we go. That's going to give me...
Byron says inflation is coming down. The other stuff is just nonsense.
Yes, it's trying. That's such a key level at 69.40 on ES. Got a composite low volume node on the 5-minute. You've got the IV low. You've got low volume node on the volume profile. If we get back above that 69.40, I mean, you've got the band coming in there. It's like a wall. Wall of resistance. And Q could not get through the composite low volume node on the 5-minute either, which sits there at 517.25. Yeah, Michael, it's been going up. It's been going up since 931.
What are we talking about?
I call that, we're talking about cumulative delta on
Oh,
ES.
yeah, it could be hedgers, Michael. And they're selling into the hedgers.
People keep buying. Hey, it's on a discount. We got ES on a discount.
It could also be short covering.
Could be from all-time highs.
Yeah.
I mean, we've hit it the last 3 days in a row.
All right, guys, I'm going to wrap up here today. I had a really good day. We'll be back at it tomorrow. Class, Chuck has class tonight at 7 p.m. He'll be doing his VWAP Wave System Foundations course, right, Chuck?
Yeah, we do the foundations. So if you're new to the system, definitely join us at 7 p.m. Eastern time if it fits your schedule. We'll kind of break down what all the principles that we have, the foundation for VWAP Wave. And also join us for live market recap. I think I've got Mustafa joining me today. We are going to recap NQNGC at 4:30 p.m. Eastern, also live in the classroom. So if you want to see us mark up and do the, show the setups for the day on both of those assets, join us at 4:30.
Look at all this great content that we're offering now, guys. I told you we were going to be upping our game here with how much value we try to deliver everybody. So you can stay plugged into the markets, master this system, and hopefully start making some consistent money with us. That's the idea. Yeah, all times are Eastern Standard Time. That's correct. All right, so 7 p.m. with Chuck. We also have the live trading channels, guys. You don't have to go home. If you want to continue sharpening your edge or practice, hop into a simulator, practice in a cheap combine, whatever it may be. This is also a nice perk of being inside the premium channel, right? We have the live trading channels. You can share your mics, share your screens, collaborate with your other fellow traders, monitor the markets, call setups, all that great stuff, and even ask questions. I'll be back at it tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Looking forward to everybody trading with us again tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. on the delayed YouTube channel. And if you're going to continue trading, manage your risk and stay sharp. And we'll see you guys later.
All right, see you, Chris.
Thanks, Chuck.